Hi, and welcome to coachfactory.net. I'm Awad Muhammad, instructor for CCNA, CCNP and CCI. Today we'll be discussing about EIGRP load balancing. In EIGRP, we have equal cost load balancing as well as unequal cost load balancing. So in today's session, we are going to discuss what's the difference between equal cost load balancing and unequal cost load balancing, and how we are going to do equal and unequal cost load balancing. So EIGRP, equal cost load balancing. Routes with a metric equal to the minimum metric are installed in the routing table. That is known as what? Equal cost load balancing. There can be up to 16 entries in the routing table for the same destination. Means if we have multiple connections between two routers and all those links, all those connections has what? The same metric, then it is called as equal cost load balancing. For example, we got this router, two routers, and we've got multiple connections over here. So every connection, for example, got the same cost, the same metric, the same value. Then what the EIGRP router going to do? It is going to load balance all these three connections. It is going to use what? All these three connections, three links as the best path. And it is going to share the data, share the load between these multiple connection which got the same metric. So that is called as what? Equal cost load balancing. So we can have up to 16 links between two routers which we can do what? Load balancing. But by default, let's say we have around 8 connections which got the same metric, but by default EIGRP is going to use what? Only 4 connections for load balancing purpose, even though all the 8 connection has the same metric, but by default EIGRP routers only supports and install what? 4 links with the same metric. So if you want to use all these 8 connections, then we need to give an additional command under the router EIGRP AS number, that's called maximum path. So maximum path we can give between 1 to 16. So we can have minimum 1 and maximum how many links in the routing table with the same cost, same metric, we can have 16. So if we give the command maximum path, this is the command, maximum path 1, then even though we got multiple connection with the same metric, the EIGRP routers will not going to do what? Load balancing, because we set the maximum path number to 1, means it is going to select only one connection. So it will disable the load balancing. If we want to use maximum path, which is we can have maximum 16, so we can give this command maximum path 16 under the router EIGRP process. When we give maximum path 16, then we can have up to 16 connections in the routing table for sharing the load, if all the 16 connection has the same metric. EIGRP also offers unequal cost load balancing. This is again a unique feature from EIGRP routing protocol, which generally you don't find in other protocol. EIGRP offers unequal cost load balancing. We need to use something known as variance command. What this variance command will allow us to do? The variance allows the router to include routes with a metric smaller than the multiplier value times the minimum metric route to the destination. Multiplies the number specified by the variance command. So we can take this scenario as an example. Router E wants to reach network Z, which is connected to what? Router A. and we got three different paths. So here we got three paths with three different metrics. Via router B, it is 20 plus 10, the feasible distance value, and 10 plus 10, that's 20. So this is 30, this is 20, and this is 45. So which one the EIGRP router going to choose? Which has the lowest FD? 20 is the lowest FD, so it is going to select this one as the best path. But if we want EIGRP to do load balance using this connection also, even though both of them does not have what? The same metric. Let's say it has 10 and 10, and this is also 10 and 10, which is 20. What happens? Automatically EIGRP going to use what? This both paths, because both of them has what? The same FD value, which is known as the best path. But in this case we got a different FD value over here, the different metric. So which one the EIGRP is going to choose? It's going to choose the lowest FD value, which is this via the router C, which got the lowest metric. So if we want router E to choose router B as the best path along with what? The router C, then we need to use something known as the variance command. Then you need to give the variance number. How can we give this variance number? For example, what is the best path FD value? 10 plus 10, 20, right? And we want to use this one as what? As a second best. Sorry. Also as the best path. We want to include this one also in the routing table to do load balance, even though both of them does not have the same FD value. So what we can do is, we need to check what's the FD value of this path. That is 30. So based on the best path FD value, we need to multiply 2. This is variance 2 command we have given over here under the router E. What does variance 2 means? 2 means 20, which is the best path FD value, multiply by 2. 20 multiply by 2, that is what? 40. It means any other path which has FD value equal to or lower than 40 will be included in the routing table as the best path. So here in this scenario, apart from router C, which one has the FD value lower than what? 40. That is 20 plus 10, 30. So this will be included in the routing table as the best path. How about via D? Via D, this path, it has what? 30 plus 15, which is 45, which is more than the multiplier value. So based on this command, variance 2, and this scenario, router E is going to include router C as well as router C, both the path, to reach the destination network. It will do load balance between them. If we want, router E also should include what? The path via router D. And what we need to do? We need to type variance 3. When we say variance 3, it will be like 20 multiplied by 3 equals to what? 60. So it means any connection, any path which has FD value lower than 60 will be included in the routing table. So when we give variance 3, based on this scenario, all these 3 links going to be installed in the routing table to reach the destination. Means it will do load balancing even though they have what? Different cost. So that is known as unequal cost load balancing in EIGRP. So that's all about equal and unequal cost load balancing. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I thank you for watching it.